Alright there folks, welcome back to Are We There Yet? It's a very hot, sticky evening with, well not with the forest, but that's where we're going to be with the forest. It's just, in general, it's hot, isn't it? It doesn't often get hot in England. If you're not from England, what you need to understand is we can't cope when it's freezing, and we can't cope when it's boiling hot. So we need it to be about 10 degrees, and then everybody just complains that it's not sunny. And that's how we do it in England, especially in Stoke-on-Trent, where generally it's always cloudy. So we start off on the old board screen, because why not, essentially. You can see they're very secure. They're delighted with a 6-0 win over the Wigan, as you saw last time out. And today, I said we were going to look at the Blackpool game. We're not. We're going to be looking instead at a game against the mighty Premier League Aston Villa. So they've returned to the Premier League. You can see there we've had quite a good run since you were with us. But we haven't conceded a league goal. It was all kicked off by, we're going to concede obviously today, because we always do in the Cups, if you can see there, but there we go. So since that 6-0 win over Wigan, it's really kicked on. 4-3 win over Sunderland in the second round of the Cup. Little bit, we deserved far more. They were quite clinical with Alistair Robinson, who looks like a decent striker, to be quite honest. Got 3 goals. They only had 5 shots on target, but they scored 3 times. And then a 2-2 draw, winning on penalties against the under-23s of the Burnley. That's seen us through to the Checker Trade third round against Mansfield, so hopefully we'll qualify. Mansfield were in a group, you can see there, so hopefully we'll be able to dispatch those. I think it's not a competition no one's ever really bothered about winning, apart from Stoke. We've won it 2 times, but if you're going to be in it at this stage, you at least want to get to Wembley. Then we played Rotherham, 3-0 win, very comfortable. Tollenon and Swan with a couple there for him. An away win, 3-0 again. There's a bit of a theme, there's a lot of 3-0s. At Portsmouth, Fratton Park, the venue, Tollenon, Cash and Swan again. Then a 2-0 win at the Dons. That's the team we played in the first game of the season, which you saw. Tollenon with a brace to make the game safe. And a 3-0 win at Hewish Park against Yeovil. Tollenon, a Paya with 2. We did have Alex Lacey sent off late on, but it wasn't a problem. And then we beat Blackpool 3-0 at the City Ground, a Paya, and a brace from Sheldon, late goal from the penalty spot to secure the points. All in all, it means we're playing the Villains today. They are Premier League, but only just about 19th. Marco Silva in charge. You can see their key player, Razvan Marian. I don't know who that is. He actually played for Stoke, but not IRL. Looks decent. It's certainly better than what we've got, but there we go. They've got Lucas Prato. In fact, why are we looking on this screen? Let's have a look at the squad. And let's have a look at the system, actually. That's probably more interesting. You can see they've got some decent players, certainly. Some players I don't recognise as you're going together. Ruben Vetso, that's Stoke, pushing the Potters, FM18 Hall of Famer. Other than that, Tom Lawrence, Ladislav Krejci, Scott Hogan up front still. So, yeah, how Villa been doing? I imagine they've been up and down. Yeah, you can see the first season in the save, they managed promotion, then they were relegated in 18th, then promotion back up. Pretty good season back in there. You can see they're stabilising 11th, then down to 15th, but they're in trouble this year. Are they spending any money, though? That's the real question. They're spending a decent amount, not a huge amount, but they've signed players, and clearly it's not quite worked. If we look at their form coming into this, it's a disaster, Marco. You need to do better than this, Squire. So they've picked up a point in their last game, but other than that, it's a sea of red up until West Brom, when they managed a 1-goal victory. Happily, they lost 2-0 at the Bet365 as Hernan Shaqiri and Paulinho of Stoke. In fact, why don't we just take a quick look at the full Premier League? You can see there it's been dominated by the Manchester clubs with a Chelsea... Chelsea Island there. So Man United winning 3 and Man City winning 1. Excuse me, 1. 1 in Chelsea, yeah. So it's pretty much Manchester's, and Manchester City and United are well clear at the moment. Really, Liverpool and Tottenham in 3rd and 4th, with Leicester above Chelsea. So Leicester pushing back up in the relegation places. Sheffield United, Aston Villa and Brighton as it stands. Top goal scorer Pietro Pellegrini. How much do you think he cost Manchester City? What do you reckon? 70 or 80 plus, I'm going to say. That's pretty much a bargain. 18.75. Admittedly, they signed him a long time ago. I stand corrected. You're buying for the future. Moussa Dembele of Celtic, now playing for Bournemouth. Cost them a princely 21 million. And delivering the goods, it's got to be said. 10 in 19 for him. And Dusan Vlahovic, who I don't know, Fiorentina striker in real life, or partisan actually by the look of it. Looks pretty decent, and a good season for Tottenham. So that's the size of the task for us today. We're playing Aston Villa, Premier League Aston Villa. The new signings have settled in nicely. Jack Baldwin made his debut against Blackpool, got a 7.8, and Afosu AA did okay, 6.73, I think, although 6.9. But did pick up a sprained ankle ligaments in the game late on, so he's not going to be available. We're trying to bring in Godoni on full transfer. We need to remove these blues and turn them into whites. So I'm quite happy that Godoni can join. 300k is the kind of price we're looking at. He's okay. I mean, mentally he's not quite there, but everything else ticks a lot of boxes for us, and he's been good. 7.57, 5 assists from wing back. So I'm happy to make that deal if we can, and it just gives us that flexibility, because we're a little bit stuck when it comes to league football. We have to, if certain players are injured, we have to alter the system, rather alter the personnel that we want to play. But anyway, I'll see you pitch side in just a minute. We're going to go head to head against Aston Villa. So there are the teams then. We're going with Sheldon, Tollenan and Brereton up front. Spichelikis Cash in the middle. Godoni right back. Hartlebury left back. No loan restrictions in the FA Cup. The two Lacey's and Baldwin in centre of defence with Vanya in goal. For Villa, it's, well, I mean, we've just been through their team really, but there's a lot of players there that are just going to be really good. They've got Tyrone Mings on the bench. Brannigan as well, Sam Byram. So, and they've got Vlasic out on the right hand side. He's again a Stoke pushing the Potters Hall of Famer. It's going to be a big ask today, but this is the kind of game you want to win. Marco Silva was saying we've got no chance. He needs this game really. It's the kind of game he wants. It's the kind of game we want as well. So let's get out there if this guy lets us and do the bizzo. Hopefully we've got 30,000 tickets sold as well. Could do with the money. We spend a lot. So first 5 minutes still. Throw into Villa. They get the first moment, do they? And I thought there might have been a penalty, but we've come away with it. Brereton releases Tollenan. Number 12. That's not far wide. Decent strike. Good move. A carbon copy of what happened in just the 3rd minute. Another throw in for Villa. This time it comes out to Lawrence. Gives it to Hartlebury. Not on purpose, you'd assume. Sheldon, man over Brereton. Can he do the business? We're bringing him back from injury, but that's a mistake. And Tollenan's in. Shot on target there, but well, easily fielded by the goalkeeper. A little bit disappointing there. You expect Tollenan to find the corner, but he wasn't able to, and Bichalakis loses out, and that's the end of the move. Another throw in. Everything starts on this left side from a throw as Lacey, again, I thought it might have been suspect, but not given. And Godoni sends the ball. Tollenan first to react. Gets to the byline, crosses, Vetso clears easily. Here's Godoni now to Cash. And works it out right now. It somehow ends up with Brereton. To Tollenan. Cash off the crossbar. And Brereton again off the bar. We've hit the woodwork about 400 times. I'm not too sure what's occurred there. Just realised as well, I keep saying Bichalakis, but it might be Bichalakis. I'm not too sure. So apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Probably am. And as Villa come forward, and we're straight in, and Brereton is there again, and finds Sheldon, and a decent save by Ray. We're absolutely flying at them, which is great. Absolutely flying at them. And the corner ball will come to nothing, but there we go. Chris Lacey loses out, Alex Lacey loses out. And hopefully they don't get something from this. Krejci comes forward, brings it down this left flank, and Hartlebury cleans up on his opposite flank. Good lad. Sterling's throwing now. Throwing on the right side. Hopefully it doesn't prove to be an unfortunate one. Baldwin forced into the corner. Goes a deep ball towards Brereton, but Brereton went with that. And Krejci is onside, and Davis, because of how deep Baldwin was there, losing it meant they were basically everyone was onside. Bichalakis. Andreas clears it. Tollenan forced into the back pass. Well, we're going out at the break then. Stats-wise, we've absolutely bossed the game. We're not having the possession, certainly, but we're doing great. I'm really pleased with it. We're forcing a Premier League side back. Admittedly, they've had twice, or almost all the possession, 60-40. But it's what they're doing with it. They're not doing a lot with it, and they're forcing us into certain areas. We lose the ball quickly. I think that's the problem. But we don't have the same kind of quality they've got. And Sheldon Loses out. I thought that might have been a chance straight from kick-off, but Gash brings it back. Tolan, maybe it will be, hopefully not. And no, he doesn't. You've wasted my time. Hartlebury, our throw in this left side. This touchline on that side has seen a lot of throw-in action. Andreas loses out physically. He's a little bit rubbish. But he, well, hopefully this isn't the end. No, that's a ball to nothing. Vanya picks it up and just needs to be sensible with this because it's a Lacey, the Alex variety. Here's Godini, or Godoni. That's a good ball, Brereton. He's got all the time. He can bring it down, pick his cross. Sort of went first time with that cross. Didn't need to. And it allows Villa to bring it away. And suddenly we're all over the place. And that's a finish. Keenan Davis. That's a little bit annoying because it's the only thing they've done of note. You can see we've hit the woodwork twice. 2 clear cuts to 1. They've only had 2 shots on target. I almost skipped it straight away out of anger. But we'll watch it back. Andre Almeida finds Marion. I mean, you can see the 2 players on this left side of your screen just here, just isolating Hartlebury. It looked like it was deflected as well. Keeper's got no chance with that. It's a decent finish, or well, it's a finish you'd expect him to make. We've just not been clinical in front of goal. A little bit unlucky as well, and suddenly we're losing all the second balls. Davis finds Marion. That might be the confidence boost they need to get their season back on track today, and this should be 2. It is. It's 2 goals in 2 minutes, and out of nowhere, the Premier League side have turned on the quality. Ladislav Krejci with the goal, and it's difficult. No, we're not interested. Not interested. Let's pause that for a minute and make some changes because it's gone to pot, hasn't it? Let's get AD Hales on. We may as well, and we'll get Bardianos on for Buchalakis because he's been a little bit at fault. So we need to get straight back into this. Let's demand a bit more. Hartlebury finds Baldwin. Not a bad ball. Godoni finds Brereton, who's been a little bit off the pace today. It's a good ball though, and we do get on the score sheet through AD Hales, only just on the 17-year-old youngster. Scores, finds a way back into the game. Just as we were saying that we've been a little bit out of sorts with Brereton. He pops up with a fine cross, just threaded the needle there, brings it down nicely with the pink football, of course. And they're not going to have an answer to this kind of ball in, as AD Hales there just toes it past Raya in the Aston Villa goal, and we might be able to get back into it straight away. It's a good save, that is. 4th clear cut for the Forest, and you can see that we should be winning this game. Never mind 2-1 behind. 30,000 in the stadium though. Good signs. And suddenly, Bounty Baldwin handballed. Hopefully, he's already on a card. On the continent, of course, that's an automatic second yellow. So thank goodness we're playing in Nottingham and not Nantes. As we go all the way back to Vanu, finds Baldwin, the man who could be off the field. Hales, he's in behind and chips one over the crossbar. Had men supporting left and right, maybe could have gone there, didn't decide to. Raya takes this goal kick, it's certainly all action. Davis gives chase, but Baldwin wins it, but it's headed down to Almeida. And here come Villa, is Davis. We're trying to hustle. We're just lacking a little bit of quality. As Chris Lacey finds Brereton, who finds Hales. Can he release Sheldon? He can. That's off the bar again. 3 woodworks today. Villa living dangerously. We've been the better team. And Boyanas's first goal since his return from injury. And it's an important one. We're fought back to level up against Premier League Aston Villa. From the corner, Godoni's whipped ball. It's a very looped ball. Cash knocks it on to Boyanas, who hits it. I mean, there's a case, isn't there, for offside? There's a lot of Forest players stood right there, but it was not given. And we'll take that to the bank. Do we want to replay? We're in the position of replay, of course, but it's another game, isn't it? And we've got a lot on our plate with trying to win this title. But I suppose you'd take the money if we could get another game out of the Villa. Cash knocks it away because we'll take the win if we can. Brereton streaking down this right side now, crosses. Sheldon with the finish, and finally we take a lead that we thoroughly deserve. 3-2. It's 15 or so minutes to go, probably 20 with stoppage. Lovely finish as well from Sheldon. He's very good at lurking in the penalty area and just holding his run to have that kind of simple tapped finish. And Brereton he's going to complete the 90 minutes today. But this is what I mean about Sheldon. Doesn't have to break stride, just puts his foot through it and puts it into that near corner. And here come Villa now. Marion finds Brannigan, who's so far forward. Bird, a little bit lucky, but we've got 3-on-2 if we can break well. Hales, can he cross? Can he cross? He can! And Sheldon's there, puts the gloss on it, hopefully. 10 or so minutes to go. And it's Sheldon's second of the game. And Marco Silva could be on his way after this kind of... Again, I don't know what this white line down the middle of the screen is on these replays. If you know, let me know. Because I'd like to be able to get rid of it completely if I can. Anyway, here's Hales. I thought he was going to have one of those crap shots. Decided not to. They really went close to the byline and then just rolled it across. He's not going to miss from there as Shelds. And 4-2, and the City ground erupts. Can we make it better, Guidoni? Is Boyanas post again? We've hit the woodwork 4 times, but it won't matter. Brereton has a goal, 5-2. We're all over Villa at the moment. Absolutely ripping them to shreds. We've absolutely just blown them away in these last 10 minutes. It's really gone up. Not even part cleared. Off the crossbar. Off, whose is that? Brereton's arse, who scores in a minute. Lacey doing all the skills. And sit down, Rhea. Still time to go. 5 minutes. Surely this game is won. Even if Villa get another goal back. Guidoni finds Hales to Sheldon. Streaks past 1. No, he doesn't. Here's Davies. He scored the opener, of course, when Villa looked to be in the ascendancy after an hour. Crossed in. Lacey clears. And a penalty, was it? No, I thought play had stopped. I've lost the plot entirely. Boyanas skips in there and sends Sheldon on his way through Hales. He's had a good game since he's come on, Boyanas. And we lose out, though. And it's a good ball, that is. Krejci's here, the left side. And Marion, well, I mean, if that's anything to go by, you are going down, Aston Villa. Marion, though. Sterling, not the good one. And it's, well, a little bit luckier that would have been to have gone in. But last 5 minutes now. Corner ball, Gordoni, Baldwin, Lacey puts the 6-2. We're beating a Premier League side, 6-2. This is the kind of thing that can boost my rep. When we were with Clyde and we beat someone in the higher division, we got a 5% bonus rise. And hopefully this will do the same as Chris Lacey. Puts one in from the second, well, the knock ball down from a corner. Long, deep cross. Ryan will pick that one up. First thing he's caught all day. And absolutely delightful. 6-2 in the end after being 2-0 down. I said we were going to concede. I didn't think we'd score 6. Don't let it get to your heads, indeed, because we've got to get straight back on the horse, whatever that means. Gillingham next in the league, but we can certainly enjoy this one today. 6-2 win. Delight indeed. You've got to pop a like on there for that kind of comeback. I didn't see it coming. I'm sure you didn't. Obviously, the draw for the next round is some point. It's usually Monday. So I think what we'll do is we'll continue on. Stay with me. We'll see who we get, and then we can decide what game we're going to come back for. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. Just bring you back for this then. It's a new record for goals in an FA Cup season with 17. I mean, what's that? City 16. Oh, that was that by the third round, was it? No, oh, that was the whole thing, was it? Finals and no doubt. Still, 17 in 2 ties. So, 7 in 1, 4 in the next, 6 in the next. I mean, at this rate, there's what, 7 rounds in the FA Cup, is there? No, it's 8 rounds. So we're not even halfway through yet. We should score about 40. That's my estimate. Anyway, back for the draw. Should be some point soon, hopefully. Here we go then, it's FA Cup 4th round draw, probably on the One show or something crazy like that. Teams left in it include Manchester United, Manchester City, Stevenage and AFC Wimbledon. We go into it, 41 teams left to draw. Of course, there's a lot of teams in here still with replays to play. So, we just go for it, shall we? Let's see what we get. So, I mean, what would be good? What would you want? You want a team where you can beat at home, or probably a big away day to get some money into the bank. We approach the halfway point of the draw. We have come out now. Ooh, Derby County potentially, or Wimbledon. Wimbledon would be fine, but Derby County could be a potential derby. Let's finish this off. Derby County, if you don't know, Newcastle. I mean, they're a team as well, but not what we're doing today. we have the East Midlands derby versus Derby County, a fierce local rival. Probably call it the Clough derby, wouldn't you? No, probably not. So yeah, I think what we'll do is, if the FA Cup fourth round, it's not in here yet, but if that fourth round tie is going to be against Derby, we'll come back for that. Otherwise, fourth round is usually the end of January, isn't it? We'll probably come back for, I don't know why we're playing Coventry twice. That's probably a bug. Can't play them at home twice in the competition. That would be cheating entirely. So, yeah, hang on. Let's continue on, because that's probably a placeholder, isn't it? The Coventry game on the Wednesday is probably accurate, and then the FA Cup game on the Saturday is probably the one. Playing Coventry twice at home is probably a bit of a... I mean, I don't mind, because I reckon we can beat them, but it's probably a bit cheating to just keep playing them at home. Can we play them every week? I've heard the chant, but... so let's just have a quick look here. Yeah, you can see that's been replaced. Don't worry about it. So I think what we'll do is we'll either do, if it's Derby, we'll do Derby. If it's not, we'll do Swindon. They came down from the Championship. We'll go to the Energy Check County Ground, or the County Ground as I know it, and hopefully we continue our winning ways there. So yeah, as I said, do pop a like on there for me. 6-2 after being 2-0 down with half an hour to go. Magical scenes. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe. There'll be more Football Manager content coming daily, and also some Jurassic World Evolution should be live at the point that this video goes out. So do stick around, do subscribe, and do let me know in the comments how badly I'm pronouncing player names and dinosaur names, because what's the difference? I'll see you again on the next video. Goodbye.